What do you mean, like singing in, like the whole la 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 thing, or like actually singing, like the way I do today? Um, I know what you meant. But I started really singing like a lot of my songs when I was about, I'm guessing around 7 or 8 years old. So I pretty much been singing my heart out since. And as I get older, obviously my singing talent gets better and better and better. And now with me, I'm 27 now, so you can imagine that I've pretty much trained my vocal cords very well to project myself to actually sing really good songs and do them really well. So a lot of people don't know that I have a really good singing voice, but if you ever came out and you saw me at karaoke night, you know exactly what I'm talking about when I say that I surprise a lot of people. Oh, this is an easy question. The three musicals I love watching all the time are as follows: Chicago, Grease, Moulin Rouge. Out of those three, Grease is my most favorite. I sit and watch it almost every chance I get. Did plays about it, and I pretty much know the movie word for word, so I think it's one of my favorites. But yeah, Grease, Chicago, Moulin Rouge, those are three of my favorite musicals that I watch, and I can't get enough of them. So yeah. There's so many songs that I've put on paper right now that are really, really good ones, and it's kind of hard to pick, just one. I want to use them all, but in the end, it's going to have to come down to one. Now, I've listened to a few good songs ever since the fourth season ended, and believe me, these are going to be really, really tough to top. But hopefully, when I finally do make that decision, I'm going to let everybody know so you can all get ready to enjoy it. And if you want to have the song, you can always download it when I make my decision. People still want the song from season 4, but I haven't really given it to anyone yet because it's kind of personal. So yeah. I'm gonna try planning something for my birthday this year. I don't know what yet. My birthday's not for another few months, so I got plenty of time to think about it. But hopefully, if I get everything planned the way I want it to, then I'll probably do something big and try to let everybody know what's going on. And I know it's going to be here in Orlando. I know that for sure. I'm going to have it in Orlando. I just don't know when it's going to be. Either if it's on my birthday or going to be after my birthday, but I don't know. But hopefully when I get everything situated and everything, gets pretty much written on paper what's going to happen, I'll let everybody know. I'll let you know. And of course, I want you guys to come out and enjoy that day or that weekend or whatever I plan. But yeah, I got something brewing. I just don't have it. I just don't have a definitive, motive yet. But I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Well, seeing the fact both my teams went out in the very same weekend, the Ravens and Falcons, that was my original pick to go to the Super Bowl. But seeing the fact it didn't happen, we're now left with the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Green Bay Packers. Normally, I probably wouldn't pick either one of these teams, but, the Green Bay Packers are the favorite to win the Super Bowl this year, but only by a small margin. So if I had to make a choice for the Super Bowl this year, and believe me, I'm going to regret saying this, but I have to go with the Pittsburgh Steelers to win it. I like going with the underdog teams. So put it this way, trust me, I'm not the biggest Steeler fan out there, and I'm not the biggest Packer fan out there, but I got to go with my gut instinct and say that Pittsburgh is going to win it. Well, they usually say that the past is the past for a reason. Some of my exes, well, I don't have a lot of them. I've only had 7 girlfriends in my lifetime. But I would say out of all of them, I only keep in touch with one. And she happened to be my best friend before we even dated. So, after all that was said and done, I still keep in touch with her. She's still my best friend and I love her to death. But usually I try to stay away from my exes, because how they say your past comes back to haunt you. Well, I left it in the past and it's gonna stay there. That's just how it is, and that's the way it's gonna be. Point blank. Period. Like I always say to everybody, you always have to expect the unexpected. We've got some great things coming this year, and believe me, it's going to blow everybody away. If you think everything we did in 2010 was great, y'all ain't seen nothing yet. I guarantee you that. Alright, this is a tough one to answer because I have a tie with a couple of them. The Lion King and a Goofy movie. These two are pretty much hands down my favorites of all time. You can't get enough of Lion King. It's probably one of the greatest Disney movies of all time, in my own perspective, I guess. And then you have a Goofy movie, which is, quite frankly, one of my favorites to quote day in and day out. You know, there's always something about it that I love, and it's great. I mean, I love all Disney movies, but if I had to pick the all-time best that I love, it's got to be one of them two. Got to be Lion King, Goofy movie, hands down. Okay, this one has been asked to me over and over and over again for the past few months. Am I ever going to have a co-host? Well, let me go ahead and put these rumors to rest. Yes, I'm looking for a co-host for a couple of my shows. I actually have a project. I'm working on a project right now with a really good friend of mine who is going to be a co-host for a show that we're doing together. So it's kind of like a side project, but I think it's going to be very awesome. It's going to reach out to everybody, and I think we're going to have a lot of fun with it, and I know it's going to be great. But as far as these go, I'm definitely looking for a co-host, and I know a lot of them out there will really want to jump at the chance, you know, to sit beside me and do one of my shows, or they could just work the camera. We could just take turns. It's great. I want to do that. I want to really expand out there, and I want to give somebody, you know, the same opportunity to do a show, you know, and to get a feel of, you know, what I do every day and what I go through. And I want everybody to have fun. I want to have like an awesome experience. And with a co-host by me, I think that'll be a really, really great idea. So, you know, hey, I'm always looking for new talent. I'm looking for new hosts. I'm looking for, you know, somebody that's got a lot of charisma, a lot of spunk in them. And I really want to find somebody that wants to do this as much as I do each and every chance I get. You know, as long as you want to have fun, that's all that matters. Just come on out here, sit with me, get in front of a camera, and just talk your head off, laugh your ass off. That's just what I do. I have fun. If I can find a co-host just like that, this will be perfect. I promise you that. You kidding me? I've been dying to go on this trip. This is the first road trip of 2011 that I'm going on, and I couldn't pick a better city to go to than my own hometown. It's going to be great going back home, and I can't wait to have fun. I mean, I'm not going to be up there long, but I've got a lot of things up there that I'm going to be doing, so I'm going to be running around pretty much everywhere, and it's going to be crazy. Of course, it's Super Bowl weekend while I'm up there, so of course it's going to be fun. You know, get to spend time with my mom, my dad, and my little dog, so we cool. Everybody else that wants to come stop by, you know, hang out, y'all more than welcome. Come on through. Everything's been changed in a way you wouldn't believe, but you only have to see it for yourself. So, everybody in the ATL, get ready, because I'm coming home.